All right, YouTube family. I asked several sources, like we're driving on the outside, walking on the outside of Takeoff being laid to rest. But one thing I noticed, I didn't see the AKA
You
guy
always
that
with me.
everybody is trying to call the boogeyman, which I admire Jay Prince's books, his work ethics, all that. But I want to tell him thank you for not coming to the funeral. Bad look, bad time, and bad place. For Jay Prince not to come, that speaks high volume. That means you know what's going on out here, and he's not scared of anybody. That's not what I'm saying here. I see that you have some type of respect in you, because if anybody know what disrespect would be him coming down there to that funeral.
Forever balanced.
Salute to Drake, who got ties with them. I don't know what was said to Drake, but we know he got ties with the mob, allegedly with Rap-A-Lot and all of them. But the thing is, he's gonna show that love he has for the squad as well, and you got to give him props. Now, if you don't know what was going on, a lot of things was in the mix. Before we get started with the Jay Prince situation, I need y'all to hit that like button for us right quick. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Let's continue with the news. Now, we all know what's been going on and booming out here. It's been back and forth beef, back and forth situations related to the death of Takeoff. And you've seen what a lot of people been saying. You ain't welcome, you ain't wanted here. There's been no fly zones issued throughout the area. And I think it would have just been messed up for this man to go to the funeral knowing that a lot of people is not feeling good. Let's just be real. Let's go a little bit deeper. Folks didn't even get no real answers yet as in to what's actually going on. What madness happened that night, and people feel like certain people are protecting other individuals. People are looking out for themselves in the situation. I understand it from both sides, but just because you have a good heart for Takeoff doesn't mean what you represent is allowed to be there. Whatever it may be that you represent. I'm not going to any, you feel me, guessing games of what people do on the side or whatever. That ain't what we're doing here. I'm just out here to tell you, yes, it is serious. A young king lost his life, and a mother needs an answer. An uncle needs a restitution to be had for the pain he suffered that day, because he shall too, just like the soldiers who leave the shores of their countries and go to war. That soldier Quavo and all the people around him will be having PTSD from that moment for the rest of their lives. For the rest of their life. So the trauma that's sustained from there, it just represents what you represent. That means Jay Prince. Nobody needs to see a reflection of what that represents. Nobody needs to be reminded who all was actually involved in this situation, and that actually, no disrespect, but because of their presence, we lost the life of Takeoff. That's not blaming anybody. I'm not placing blame, but there needs to be accountability. I think the huge mistake we have here is people thinking the no-fly zone against Jay Prince at the funeral. Nobody said in Atlanta that he would. Well, I don't know about him being banned for particular in Atlanta, but I know them young folks in Atlanta streets was just speaking about on this great day, the great day of the homecoming of Mr. Ball, aka Takeoff, aka the progenitor, aka the Beatles, aka of the Migos. You feel me? So we cannot have a dude whose presence could be felt instantly when he walks in a room, whether that be for good or bad. You can't take away from who day it was today, which is Takeoff, because if you come there, there's a lot of people who might want to do X, Y, and Z, even if you are protected. There are also a lot of people who are not going to try to hurt you, but you can make them uncomfortable where they can't worship and mourn the life of Takeoff. So with Jay Prince's presence even being there, maybe this Drake situation here was sent by him, or genuinely Drake, you to be the one to decide. But let's listen to one more time what Drake had to say deeply about it.
It was forever balanced. Whenever he would take his shades off, he had this thing about him that I love. No matter what was going on around us, he was like always kind of squinting, but like his eyes were wide open. It was.
I mean, I didn't get the full one of that, but if Drake is going through nostalgia and remembering, then you could tell he's going from a true place. You feel me? That he was connected to Takeoff, not just the typical celebrity rant. We heard Quavo already speak.
And you followed up right behind me. You always made sure I did it first so you can do it right with me. You never competed with me. We was always on the same team because you hated playing against me because I always played too hard or too rough. And I can hear mama saying that too.
So just seeing all this, it gives you a lot of feelings. Can I be honest? It's like it's very real now, right? He really is not here anymore. He's really
Forever
gone.
balanced.
And it's like, man, the legacy of Takeoff is one that has many thrills in it, many long-standing legacy that goes hand in hand together with it. Not only that, we have more of a closure of understanding that Takeoff, when he lost his life, he still was being who he was, not doing the most, not being extra. He didn't do any of that. So just to not see Jay Prince there is a refreshing breath air, because maybe allegedly other things could have happened too that takes away from the light on what that special day is. I mean, it rained today. Just the fact that it rained during this service, during this time, the energy of the city felt it. Like people knew to take a break, take a time out. Maybe not for the whole day and killing each other, but just a little break. As sad as it may sound, but sometimes a break is all that is needed to resolve any situations that's going on. It's an earthquake of change. That's what I see and feel from it. An earthquake of change that's needed.
Long live Takeoff! We love you, Tay! Takeoff! Takeoff forever!
Damn. The long goodbye.
Long live Takeoff! We love you, Tay!
Like I said, man, it's better to not make your presence felt where you can actually cause more problems. It's better to just leave and have an understanding that, you know what I'm saying, everything ain't about you, man. And I think he definitely had a reminder either from himself or somebody, yeah, man, not today. You know what I'm saying? Let's let this one ride. But all we know is not today, man. Of all days and all times, today is not the day to make a presence being felt. People are hurt for real. The community is in pain for real. And I don't think words and letters on Instagram is gonna make that pain feel better. You know what I mean? Just being real, not trying to start no issues or nothing like that. You know, I got no ball in this game, but I do know, you feel me, what's going on in the mix of a lot of this, man. So blessings to all of y'all. Let's just keep hope and faith and prayers to each other. I hope we can make a change.
You always with me, and we did everything together. Since we was kids, you been by my side, looking up at me.
No limit, baby. No limit, baby. I say, oh. Niggas wanna act like they helping me and you kinda trying to give them that no thank you. You feel me? Like, appreciate the time where I have family.